Emotion is the language of God, of the divine. It's how we communicate with the universe. And I'm a firm believer that if you can master your emotions, that greatly aids you in your manifestation journey. And so when I talk a lot about emotional control, I am not referring to controlling yourself and concealing your emotions, but allowing yourself to feel them and being able to feel them. And what feeling them looks like is being able to sit with your body by yourself. You don't need to be doing this in front of people. You can. I do this in the store now. If I'm, let's say, getting overwhelmed or feeling frustrated or whatever, I'll pull over and just breathe through it if it's necessary to do that. But what it looks like is just sitting down, identifying in your body where you're getting an uncomfortable sensation. Because if you're getting sad or frustrated or any undesirable emotion, you feel it somewhere in your physical body, commonly in the abdomen, chest, neck, whatever, back, whatever. So you sit there and you notice where in your body that you're feeling it and just continue to notice it, but not with any judgment, not getting engulfed in it like, oh, this is making me so mad, not getting overwhelmed with it, just literally sitting there and observing it with curiosity, the same way you would observe something else like, oh, what is this? This is interesting. Just observe. Obviously, it's a lot easier to do that with emotions that are not as overwhelming. So I highly encourage people to practice this with moments of irritation, anxiety, frustration. When you get to levels of major frustration or anger, it's a lot more difficult to sit there and notice with curiosity because you're pissed and you're engulfed. So it's very beneficial to take some time before, just in your regular day to day, when you're feeling uncomfortable, to sit with your emotions and feel it. And then leveling that up, if you really want to start mastering your emotional intelligence, is identifying where those feelings are coming from and why, and breaking those down. So I've had videos explaining how I had repeated thoughts coming up in my head and I was wondering where that was coming from, and I was able to trace that all the way back to my childhood. That's a video that I posted on my TikTok. I believe that's pinned, so if you look on my TikTok at i.simplyam, it's one of the pinned videos. Very beneficial to be able to sit and see where your feelings are coming from and drop the pride. Be able to admit that so and so hurt your feelings, or your mom or dad hurt your feelings when you were a kid or whatever. A lot of people don't want to admit that they were saddened or hurt or scared by someone. And so if you can do that, that's an even bonus step when it comes to emotional control. But just step one, and really all you need, at least for right now, is being able to sit with your emotions and feel them. You sitting, feeling, and observing naturally, I like to use the word metabolizes, naturally metabolizes it out of your body and allows that energy to flow through. It's kind of like if you have a pipe and there's a clogged pipe, and that clogging that's in the pipe is your resistance, is you're ignoring it, is you trying to act like it's not there. When you sit there and notice it, that naturally clears the pipe so that energy can flow through. And you'll notice yourself start to calm down. You'll actually be able to physically feel the difference in the sensation until it's completely gone. So just sit with your emotions. That is emotional control. And that is what makes it so important with detachment. Because attachment is you being good with or without your manifestation, right? But how can you be good without money when you don't have it? How can you be good without whatever it is that you strongly need and desire? You know what I mean? It's hard. And so if you have emotional control, you're able to sit in those moments of doubt, sit in those moments of frustration and fear, and work them through. Bring yourself to a better vibrational state, bring yourself back to trust and knowing, and go back and moving throughout your day. It's not about not having any negative emotions, like when it comes to manifestation and all this stuff. It's not about always being in a good mood and never being concerned. It's not dwelling and getting engulfed in that for so long and being able to move on. You're going to have negative emotions. You're going to have doubt because you're a person. That's where people. But being able to sit with those, flow through those, and move on with your life, I think is essential. And it's absolutely changed my life. And for reference, I'm not coming to you as someone that this was no big deal for me. I never really had to deal with much of this growing up. I had, and still to this day, honestly, extreme and intense emotions. I just know how to deal with them a lot better now, and a lot less things bother me because I've done all the inner work. But anger, Anger was what I had to really come over and deal with, because once anger rises, once you get to the level of anger, it is so overtaking. You're so infuriated. And so I believe being able to conquer irritation helps you to be able to conquer anger. Being able to conquer anxiety helps you to be able to conquer these other more intense emotions, or great, more intense anxiety, whatever. So please don't think I'm coming to you as someone that's just like, oh, I've just always been so emotionally calm and intelligent or whatever. No, I had to put in a lot of work and practice what I be preaching on these videos and these TikToks. It's work, but it's so worth it. If this is your first time seeing my channel, hello, my name is Tatiana. I post a lot of practical tools and actionable tips you can apply for emotional control and manifestation. So if you're interested in things like that, follow along. Bye.